one thing I want to talk about, Robbie, is the banner. Yeah, and you know, firstly, look, we all know DT on a personal level, and I do actually respect the fact that he's actually given it a lot of thought in terms of how he's gonna pull that banner out and when he's going to do it and the timing, and I respect his thought process behind it, because I really didn't want to see it at Tottenham. And you know, in his interview, if you watch it today, he said that he didn't do it at Tottenham because he didn't want their fans to have that sort of one up on us, and I rate that. He did the right thing for me in that.
Well, they've got the one up tonight then, though, haven't we?
But we don't care about Hull fans, do we?
Everybody. You know, everyone in the country is still going to see that banner, aren't they?
No, the fact of the matter is we didn't go and do it in their backyard. That would have been embarrassing, and that would have been wrong in my book. When Arsenal fans go to White Hart Lane, we're a unit. Simple as that. You know, and it has to be that way. It has to be sort of that strength in numbers, and we're just backing the team, and it's all about that 90 minutes, all about that result. No room for any wider context or anything like that. So I think DD did the right thing there. The other thing I think that I like about what he's done is not about the result. You know, there's some people that are a bit more cowardly in their approach, and it's like, oh, when it's turning in their favour, then they'll do it, then they'll be brave enough. But he made the decision and he backed himself, and he's done it at the end of the game, so there's no impact on the actual team during the game, because some people fear that's a potential as well. So in the way he's gone about it, I respect that. But the banner itself, he said that it's not disrespectful. I completely disagree. I think it is disrespectful. I think, I completely sympathise with people that want Arsene Wenger out the club, because I think that they have a case. I don't agree with it personally, but I think that they have a case. And I think you have to be pretty blinkered to not understand, to not have any concept of why they might want change in the managerial position. So even though I don't agree with it, I can understand it, and you should be allowed to express yourself. So if they want to hold a banner out, go for it. And the attitude that I took today was that when they pulled that banner out, I was in front of it singing my heart out, waving my scarf in the air, because I can't tell them not to pull the banner out. They can't tell me not to stand in front of the banner and support my team after winning 4-0. So, I do think it's disrespectful. And the example that I'd give, if you want to separate from your wife, they want separation from Arsene Wenger. If you want separation from your wife, you don't go and put the divorce papers on Facebook. Do you know what I mean? You don't go and make this public. You kind of do it in a more respectful way, in a more dignified way. And I think Arsene Wenger I nearly called him Arsenal Wenger. I think it goes to show why they want him out. But I think, there's a way of going about it, and I don't think to air that dirty laundry in that manner of disrespect and vulgarity, I don't think that's a nice thing to do to a man that's done so much for the club. And their argument would be that, what are we going to do, write letters to the club? Yeah, obviously not. But I just don't think, we all know it's not going to achieve anything, and they are just getting a message across, and they'd argue that they're doing it where that message would be widely viewed. But I still think Arsene Wenger, for all of his failings, he doesn't deserve that level of disrespect, and I view it as disrespectful. But what doesn't help is that Arsene Wenger's coming out saying he's bored of criticism, and there's a bit too much toing and froing. I wish Arsene Wenger just said nothing. You can't control what the fans are going to do, but I wish he just said nothing, got on with it. And what I'd love for him to do, go and deliver the double, and we can all laugh at DT at the end of the season, because when they look back on this in the history books, it's going to be tough to justify that banner if we go and do the double. So let's hope that happens.
Hold on, you say it was
That's right, Mr. Doom and Gloom saying about it could be Arsene's last game, but obituaries of Arsene's career are very, very much premature as usual,